My name is Bryan, and I'm here at the start Olympiad and talking with Dan.
What do you want to
I'm ready to start Olympiad.
Science Olympiad is it's a competition as much as a sport as basketball is, where those teams have 23 events that they compete in. There's different events where there's building events, where you build these things like towers, and you want to see how much weight these towers can support. You usually use balsa and basswood, or other events where you'll build them out of bottle rockets like this, and you'll use water pressure to launch these bottle rockets. And there's testing events where you go and you take tests after learning about your basic anatomy of the digestive tract or the respiratory system. And there's another one called microbe mission where you focus on diseases and you memorize diseases and you go with a cheat sheet and into the competition and you take an exam on this. There's more events. We have 23 events total.
So how many schools participate in this event?
I'm not totally sure about this, but most schools will have, a lot of schools in Maryland have it. It's very big in Virginia and North Carolina. It's still relatively new in Maryland. Schools are still starting it. We're from the North Bethesda, Maryland in Montgomery County.
That's the least weight that they ever gotten. The first weight, which team was the most of this year?
We've seen towers that have weighed as little as 9 grams. Those towers usually don't do as well simply because they use balsa wood, which is not very strong wood. You usually want to use a combination of basswood and balsa wood, usually using the outside legs here and here as basswood and using the supporting beams here as balsa wood. This is a generally accepted winning design. This was an alternative design that we built as a base that worked pretty well, but this is the design that won state nationals last year. It was more stripped down, even more. For example, they only had one cross beam here and had on the other side a beam going in the opposite direction. So this is generally the design that wins the most. You usually use balsa and bass because they're lighter woods. You can use any wood you want, but any other wood is usually too heavy to use.
Thank you for telling me earlier about the Olympiad.
My pleasure. It's a good organization.